So we're sitting down here at Bowling Green on Friday, Bowling Green, Kentucky at Beach Bend Raceway Park. And we got in yesterday, had some rain overnight, had a nice little sleepover in the trailer, that was cool. And we are pretty much ready for, hopefully not more rain, but ready to make a pass. They've been drying the track all morning, so hopefully that gets concluded here pretty quickly or pretty soon. But yeah, the car's ready to go. As you can see, what's sitting next to me here is my new Wang. It's an effort to not shake the tires at the 8th or the 330 or down track, essentially. We had this little wicker on here this whole time, and it seems to do some, but we wanted to try something a little more radical. So we put a little wing on top, or a big one. Depends, I guess, on who you ask, but I'd say it's pretty big. It's bolted down with 6 bolts. I made a large piece of aluminum strip. It's like 1/2 inch thick from, it's probably 12 inches long from front to back to help kind of sandwich it. Plus it's over to the side, but we also lowered the back of the car down. We did a handful of things. I lowered the back of the car down 3/4 of an inch by moving the shock body down on the rear end. So I need to do a pass without it so that I can actually get accurate shock data for the new combination. So once we make that pass, and we can put that back on, especially if we need it. If we don't shake the tire, there's a good possibility we won't put it back on, but because we know it will slow us down. It's going to be wind drag, but if it slows you down, it's not good. But if you need it and you can still make an A to B pass, then it's worth having. So either way, we may or may not run it this weekend, but no matter what, the first pass is going to be without it. We also added a oil pan heater, so we can actually heat the oil, so we don't have to let it run as long before our first pass. I've been wanting to do that and just never did, but now I did. So that should be good. I don't think we did a whole lot of other stuff. There is something else we plan on doing, but didn't have enough time to get it done, and I don't want to go untested. Oh, the dump valve. I got the dump valve working. So today the air doesn't seem bad, but if the air is bad tomorrow, we might be able to turn that dump valve on and get it revved up a little bit higher, get to where we want when it's in good air as far as where we're at boost-wise in the run. So that's all working. We don't know exactly how it's going to work yet or what it's going to do, but depending on the air, if we're going to use it or not this weekend. But stay tuned for that. And we're going to at least try to take home a win in a couple of the categories, like we did last month at the Sick at the Rockingham, which would be 4-door and supercharger. There's a handful of other ones where, you know, probably 10 different ones we could win, but it just depends on who shows up, how we do, how they do, and what we can get done. So I'm gonna unbolt my little wing here and put it in the trailer and kind of get ready to make a pass. I'm gonna go fast and I'm gonna go straight. That's all I want to do. Go fast and go straight. I think I'm gonna like dial these switches. I'm gonna like hit this, hold this button, mat it to the floor, and I'm gonna let go. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna like do some other stuff and stop. And hopefully I go fast enough. I don't know what fast enough is yet, but fast enough. So I'll let you know if I went fast enough after this one. first pass is not what I thought was going to happen. And we took the tree, did our big burnout for the new tires. Took the tree, everything seemed good. As soon as it went up on the two-step, the ignition shut off. Like the screen turned off. Everything on the PMU was still good, but the ignition circuit just shut off. Started it back up. They wouldn't let me back up and try again, even though it would have done the same thing. I get to the end of the track and the shutdown, or in the turn off on the return road, and tried it again and it did the exact same thing. So looking at the log, I didn't see anything in there, like any kind of cuts or anything to cause that, which makes sense. And then I pulled the tune and I forgot I never turned off the dump valve. So I tested the dump valve at home, but I didn't actually have the car running, so there's less stuff. So I believe I was with the dump valve on, mistakenly on, I was actually overloading that circuit. So there's things I can change and make that work, but for now I'm just gonna turn the dump valve off, and it's raining. So we're gonna wait anyways. But the car's back in the trailer, that's turned off, the tune's wrote to it, I two-step checked it. And it stayed running. So all that's good. We will figure out why it's killing it and what we can do to fix that, make sure it's not shorting out, or I think it's just overloading that circuit, but we'll figure out what that is in the future. But for now, my friend Rick has something to say.
It's raining sideways. I went up and I spun the tires. Apparently there's water somewhere in my car that I run over, which I'd rather do it at the starting line than down track. And they didn't have any glue on the track, and it was a recipe for not going to work. So hopefully this storm rolls through, we stay safe, and we don't flood out, and we get to try again, or they call Friday and we just try again tomorrow on a good track. So I want that $1,000. Kind of promised it to my wife. Is that gonna?
What? This is tainting my trailer.
It's Ryobi. It's
trash. Trash.
Ant Bob is part of the Ryobi army.
What is this? This is not allowed in my trailer.
Hey, we're gonna see if this works. Haven't ran the car since sick week, since that last pass. We made some changes, so different intake. Let's see how it reacts. Hopefully the track is good, is comparable to the tracks on sick week. Yeah, if anything goes for anything, I'm going to be happy. Really would like something in the 470s, and then if we can get in the 460s, I would be extra happy. But I don't know if the tune-up that's in this is good enough for that. But we will find out shortly. Alright, so made a pass. Wasn't what we wanted, but it's not awful. We went a 516 at 145 with only a 132/60 foot. I guarantee that was with the back tires. It went up pretty high. I've never been that high in this car. Got to figure out what we're going to do, because I brought weight, we already hung it on it. I don't have any more, so now I'm just got to strategize what we're going to do for the next one. So felt it come up, and then it just kept going. So then I was like, okay, I got to get out of it. So I let out of it, and as it comes down, you get back in it, and thank God it still pointed straight. Couldn't tell from what I was looking at, but yeah, it went down okay though. So now we're getting ready to get hit with a big old storm. So cars are covered. Chuck's is in the trailer because he's bougie, and yeah, we'll see what happens. See how fast this rain is. Hopefully it's not as bad as it looks on the radar, and they don't wash today. Well, actually, probably better if they do wash today, but we'll see. See what happens. Not everybody got to make a pass. So.
The fun part about racing with Bob that he has no idea what's going to happen when he straps in there, and he still doesn't care. We're just like, all right, it might send you to the moon, or it might just spin the tires. And Bob says, okay, either way. So left off 10 or 12 pounds of boost. Came in power wheelied. It was about 4 feet in the air or so, at about 1.5 seconds in. I went through the log and realized we didn't have his wheelie control turned on. So now we turned on the wheelie control, so if it does that again, hopefully it'll put itself back down. Track wasn't great, so we had a lot of time retard on it. This turbo spools so fast, it was at 33 pounds by like a half a second in, which we had it spicy, we knew that. And when the time retard came in from the track not being so great, I think it just power wheelied and went up. So we are going to adjust some things, boopity bop on the keyboard, and Bob's going to drive it, not know what's going to happen. All right?
Yeah, tighten the front end up. Also, I'm going to take some gas out of the back. So
Part of the fun. He has no idea what's going to happen.
yeah,
Just kidding.
it's going to go faster.
It's going to go faster. Not faster than me, but just 472.
If it goes an 84 today, I'll be happy.
Okay.
Right? It's got to be faster than the other guy.
That's true.
That's all that matters.
All right, so we just made our second pass, and we spun. I believe there was a lot of moisture on the track. There was a lot of cleanup in front of me, and we had it turned down probably like a 1860 foot, maybe a 1960 foot, low RPM, not a whole lot of timing in it, and it spun. So I got back in it after it finally stopped spinning and only went a 590. Yeah, 590. So we got it turned around. I mean, we only had like 40 minutes, I think, to get it turned around. And I ended up putting the shocks back on the rear end where they were. Ready? Even though I know that's not the problem, or at least I don't think it is, the shock data doesn't show me that's the problem. It looked almost identical as before, just at a different spot. So I don't think that was the problem, so we got it turned around. Anyways, we changed that.
wheelies. That's all my car wants to do. We changed that intake because I hurt my intercooler, and the weight bias is all messed up. So, and we're trying to get after more, I feel, and it wants to wheelie. We didn't have time to do anything with scales, so we're just kind of winging it. First one, power wheelie, I was able to drive it and make an okay pass, and then you turn my wheelie control on, put it on kind of aggressively, and it rode it the whole way down because it was so aggressive. So we softened that up some, and also turned up the starting line because the track was good, hoping the shock changes and stuff would calm it down, and it didn't. So it some more wheelies, drove left pretty good.
Pass 1, Uber fail. Pass 2, looks like I went through some water, Uber fail. Pass 3, I turned it way down, way down just to get something in there. Went a 498 at 147. From the last time I was at the track when I had a boost problem, I put new wastegates on it from Turbo Smart, and the new CO2 or the compressed gas version. I reconfigured some of the boost control stuff that's been on there for 10 years and added a canister for the dome pressure. And all that worked really, really good. But since it's a different wastegate, a little bit of a different spring, my settings are off a little bit. So instead of making 38 pounds that it normally made, it made 30, which is fine. It still went down the track, went really good. So now I have a good pass. I got to do 2 more, so I'm going to try to play it safe and cut a good light and try to take home some money and race to win and not do greedy, even though I really want to get that personal best in tomorrow. But I'm going to try to creep back into it. We also noticed, I think the sidewalls of my tires are starting to go out because of the weight of the car and how hard we hit them. So hopefully Mickey Thompson, in the morning they're here, they could throw a set of new tires on before we go to round 1 tomorrow. So I got 3 passes and I got to get 2 good ones to turn in. So that's where we're at. Hopefully tomorrow is less struggle bus, more success bus. It
It wasn't super fast or anything like that, but it went a 21, 121 60 foot and a 474 out the back with only a 318 330, and still had some good mile an hour, 157 and some change, so that wasn't too bad, but it was enough. We turned in our slip and got the route. Not a real long one, but we're good with that. 4 stops though, and we're gonna change this thing around and I don't know, go for a nice little cruise tonight, hopefully. A cruise no matter what, whether it's nice or not, I don't know, but at least it's not scorching hot tonight, so there's that. So we're gonna go have fun and cruise the town, and I don't know, we'll have fun.
Yeah. Whoa. Prices making up to 6 week. Crew rolling thick. Big 3. Rolling up to 6 week. Crew rolling thick. Big 3 hitting hard. Yet a week get sick. Rick in the duster, a monster in his veins. Living life wide open, no brakes, no chains. Chuck station wagon, zooming, screaming loud. For the weak, sick week makes the weak sick. Tom is the chief, crew fuel for the fight. Jimmy's on a quest, living wild every night.
We're 2.5 miles into our cruise, and I threw an alternator belt. Having someone come to rescue me and bring me an alternator belt and a couple tools to fix it.
I told you. I said we don't get very far, so 16 miles or whatever this is still a challenge. I'm not surprised.
Checkpoint number 1. 1.6 miles maybe? I don't really know from the track.
It's the norm. It's the norm. This is what happens every time, day 1.
And Rick has a slight issue. Has no belt, so we're gonna get him a belt and put a belt on it. I brought an extra alternator with me, like in the car, and a jump box and a fan and stuff, just because I know how I am. I know my weaknesses.
We could just leave him.
We could. He would leave us.
I mean, it's not that long of a walk.
He wouldn't leave us because he wouldn't know where to go.
Longest 13 miles of my life.
Hold the button.
Well, if you look at the big chunk they got on my motor plate now, or if I could try to tighten it up a little bit. We fixed it. Got a new belt on. We had a special delivery by Craig Mack, getting by Tom Durst, and we're going to try to continue on. Our next thing is, do I have enough gas in here?
from Michigan, Matt with the lens, capturing the chaos from start to the end. Bob stats posted, old school vibes, 3 cars deep, all built to survive. Days are tough, but we never back down. High roads cold.
More adventures of the Rick Trunkett show and the Bob's show. So before we left the track, we talked about this soda fountain ice cream shop and how we didn't need to get a picture of the car in it, just a selfie or a picture of it, or your co-partner or your co-driver in a picture or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And
Well,
I'm the only one that did that.
It
So we
slipped
made a
up
loop,
on me. I missed it.
and then they got a shit picture. So then he just ran all the way back, and he shouldn't be running, but he ran all the way back there and took a picture of it.
And Rick
And then Rick made another loop. This is the same Rick that said, I'm not going to change the fuel out or anything. It's only 13 miles. So we're just going to wait for him to run out of gas. And then Bob's going to tow him back because I'm not. All right? That's it. I hear him coming.
Big 3 racing. We rise from the ashes. Resurrection. Hey. Ashes to the wind, thought we was gone, but the fire's out, now we back strong. Phoenix from the flames, we rise up tall. Big 3 racing, we standing through it all. Not just rebuilding, we're changing the game. Big 3 racing, remember. rolling with pride. Dyno's humming, we're taking a ride. This ain't a comeback, it's a whole new era. Big 3 racing, we run it forever. Rick in the Duster, we flying so high. Bob's in the Stang, never asking why. From the pits to the strip, we push the limits. Big 3 racing, we're in it to win it. Ashes to the wind, fall.
Much of a
Bob's back there complaining. Bob's
comparison
bobbing.
at all.
Just what he's doing.
128 degrees.
We made it back. See, he's still bobbing. But yeah, we made it back. Waiting on our pizza to show up. And the best news ever is we got a Kenny. Show Kenny. Oh, we got a Kenny. Oh, there he is. That's the best news ever. We got a Kenny. For those that don't know, Kenny's always been with us on our cars. Literally stickers on our cars, but we hired Kenny so we can take him with us. And we have Kenny. This is his first
We
outing.
have a Kenny.
First kind of drag and drive.
Yeah, and first outing with us that's not back home. So, yeah, we kind of gave him the full experience, you know, getting lost and turning around and braking and,
Rick braking.
Not accelerating.
yeah, you know, all the normal stuff. So, he got it.
No alternator problems.
That's all. But I think we're going to eat and shower and sleep. And hopefully make a couple good passes tomorrow. So I think that's it. Yeah, Rick also woke up at 7 a.m. this morning. Literally, I don't know, just because who he is. So we're going to uncork the Zoomies and wake him up maybe tonight at 3 a.m. or something. Because, you know, that would be a lot of fun. But we'll see. I'll let you know how that goes in the morning if we did anything.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.